Hello again, welcome back to my channel. This is Katie with Katie Rolls With It. Thank you so much for stopping by today. In today's video, if you couldn't tell, we're going to be planning for the month of November in my 7x9 hourly life planner from Erin Condren. I have last year's November kit. I fell in love with it. It was the pumpkin trucks, and so I went ahead and bought it for this November, just because I loved it. I may have used it last year, I don't know. I wasn't filming at the time, so it doesn't matter, but I just really love the pumpkin trucks. So we're going to use it. It's kit number 550. Now that we are officially, we're only a few days away, but if you wait a couple days, I believe that this will go on sale probably 50% off if they still have it, at least 30, maybe 50. So if it's one that you like, definitely grab it up for the taking. It's so stinking cute. And of course, she has the holidays, Election Day, Fall Back, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving Day. So I'm going to use this as my main kit. I did have another one of her November kits from a previous year. It looks like it might have been a misprint from her third year. Well, no, it wouldn't be third year because she's on 600 this year and it's her 10th year anniversary. Well, her 300s kit. And I thought that the boxes kind of matched, so I'm going to go ahead and use some of the boxes just to have extra. And then I did use some of these number dots, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that with the sidebar. Just because I have a lot going on this month. If you can't tell, I've got stickies upon stickies. Just a lot going on, but it's okay. It's gonna be a great month. I'm gonna flip this around so that I can get this onto the page. I cannot believe how quickly October flew by. Like, I'm just floored at how quickly it flew. Okay. And then we have this side, which this side's a little bit easier for me to kind of line up just because I can line up from the edge. And you know, one thing I didn't think about, which I'm glad that these are removable, is that I'm going to white out that asterisk because I did not get the second page with like the extra, like the sidebar sticker and all that stuff, and so I don't really want it to kind of show through. So we're going to go ahead and just white that out right there, lay that back down. Oh my gosh, so flippin' cute, so flippin' cute. Okay, I don't always do this, but I think I'm gonna use the washi tape at the bottom just to kind of give it a little bit of structure since I don't have the sidebar sticker or the box there for the side. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this to kind of give it, ground it a little bit, give it a bottom. Let me see. I need a washi cutter. I can take this guy. Okay. No real reason specifically, just since I don't have anything kind of, oh yeah, these lovely curves. There we go. Kind of gives it a little bit of a top and a bottom, which makes it nice. I am also going to go ahead and put these numbers down, and I'll come back when I'm done. Okay, so I got the date dots down, and now I'm going to start with a few of the things that I know. We'll go ahead and actually, let's start with these holidays. Get those down first. Kind of these holidays are all written in the planner, so you don't have to use these, but they're kind of nice to I don't know, kind of give it a little bit of an elevated look. But again, they're already written in the planner, or you can, I know tons of people who white them out and write it in themselves. They just, or they'll buy stickers with holidays, and that's the beautiful thing about a planner, is it's yours, so you can do what you want to with it. And you know, nobody can say anything because it's yours. I mean, I guess people can say stuff, but at the end of the day, it's yours. So, okay. So on the 24th, I know I'm kind of going all over the page, but it's kind of how my brain works today. We have Advent decorating, which is what we do for the church, and that'll be the last thing that I have for like in the afternoon, as far as that's the last piece of the puzzle. And then I do have something that I need to get put in there, but I don't have. I thought that I had a sticker made and I don't, but I think I can use this one. And I can also use the other half of it as well. Okay. We have our Next Gen Sunday, which is a really cool opportunity. We allow the student ministry and the kids ministry to kind of run the church that day, which is awesome. As a worship leader, it's awesome to get to pour into students who may very well do this long term. I have a couple teens that sing on my worship team regularly, and then I even have some of the elementary age students who, if their parents are singing, will sing, and it's really a cool, but all that to say is once a quarter we have Next Gen Sunday, where all the kids have an opportunity to serve. So they're serving not only in the worship team, but they'll serve by leading the prayer time. They'll take up the offering. They'll do communion. They'll be the door greeter or the cafe worker. It really is kind of the Sunday where they sort of take over and they do the work of the church. Because of course, for those of you who are church goers, you know, we don't look at our kids and teens as the church of tomorrow, they're the church of today. And what another awesome opportunity to have them serve now in the capacity that they can, and have a, you know, hopefully develop a love for it. And then that way, as they get older, that it's something, you know, they've already been given the opportunity to serve. And so they'll maybe want to continue doing it. So on the 17th of this month, my hubby and I will take care of the cafe in the morning. We go get the donuts and help serve coffee. And my husband is a very, hospitality is definitely one of his gifts. And so even though we both serve on the worship team and are already there very early, he really loves the opportunity to be in the cafe and serve coffee and joke around with people. That's just right up his alley of things for sure. So, and then this 10th, we have our all church Thanksgiving dinner. Where everyone brings a side and the church takes care of the turkeys and just fellowship together. It's really awesome. So. All right, let's switch gears for a second. Those are our Sundays. I wanted to kind of look at those first because I have so much going on in the middle and I'm like, let me figure out the weekends really quickly. All right, so we have on the 16th, my friends Heather and Matthias are getting married. So we have a wedding to go to. And on the 22nd, or beginning on the 22nd, actually, you know, let me do this. We'll go ahead and I'm gonna kind of move it up and in a little bit to kind of try to make it appear to be a little different from this one that's kind of anchoring the page. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just set this kind of on top here as our girls shopping extravaganza weekends. A couple girlfriends and I, my best friends and I, we go to a local, I say local, it's about an hour and a half away, outlet mall and shop for Christmas. And really we just go to get away, and we usually take our swimsuits and get in the hot tub, and it's just a fun night where we can just, you know, be girly and do silly things. So it really works out for me. I do have, talking about girls' time, my mother-in-law and sister-in-law. My mother-in-law this year for my birthday, I was really struggling to figure out like if I had anything I really wanted or, you know, that kind of thing. And so my husband had gotten with my mother-in-law and said, you know, I think Katie would just really appreciate some time with you, like go get your nails done, have lunch, you know, maybe go to Hobby Lobby. And so she said, let's pick a day. And this was originally supposed to be a weekend retreat that the three of us were going to go to, but the retreat didn't sell as many tickets as they had hoped. And so my sister-in-law still has this day off, and I believe I can get it off. I need to ask this week, because the retreat didn't really start until like the evening, like dinner time. So I wasn't really worried about leaving the whole day, just maybe like a partial day. So I didn't ask for the whole day off, but I think I can change it. Anyway, long story short, she still has the time off. So I said, well, why don't we do it that day? Her birthday is in December, the 11th. And so then that way it's kind of done before her birthday. I think it will work out that day. All right, so then the other things that I know as far as regular-ish type things. So our board meeting is the 26th. We also have a supervisory meeting that day. Those happen once a quarter. And then the other thing is for Thanksgiving, we always provide lunch to the staff. So that'll be the day that we do that. We do that before the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. And I'm just gonna pull that up just a little bit because of how the sticker kind of fits on it. So actually I need to lift this up, and I need to like glue this down. Not glue it down, but I lifted it up and now it's kind of pops up. Our women's ministry has an event this night. We do what we call an accessory swap, which is basically where, you know, if you're going through your closet and you see, you know, maybe you have purses or makeup or jewelry or scarves or hats or different things like that that maybe you're not using anymore. You bring them, and if you bring stuff, you can take stuff, and whatever doesn't get taken, we generally take to a local women's shelter. So like, you know, a lot of times we'll have really nice purses and scarves, maybe some coats, you know, that someone brought, and maybe they just, you know, weren't taken because, I don't know, whatever reason. And sometimes the ladies bring stuff and they're like, I just need it out of my house. I don't want to take anything back, which I understand that too, for sure. But, okay, now's where it gets a little cray-cray. Let me go over here for just a second. I think what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this month sticker right here to kind of signify this is, and we're gonna start with some birthdays like this. And we have 3 birthdays, really 4, but my dad passed away, so we don't really still celebrate his birthday, but I always think about the second. So my nephew's birthday, and then my second cousin, his birthday. And then my father-in-law's birthday. Let's see, I left a whole space. Okay. Okay. All right, and then I have anniversaries, which I don't know. I may have a sticker that says anniversaries plural. Let's see. Don't know that I do, but I feel like I might. I know I have one that says anniversary. What else do I need one of those? Anniversary singular, but I didn't know about plural. Birthdays. birthdays. All right, well, we're just gonna take one anniversary. It's not plural, but this first one really isn't an anniversary because they're getting married this month, but I went ahead and I grabbed the date so that I can, mostly so that next year I can follow it through and get them an anniversary card. So yeah, I know it's a little cheesy, but that's what we're doing. Okay, that's awesome. And then I do have a couple of audits scheduled, so that's a work thing, but I think I'm gonna go ahead, if I have that in here. I think I might use this don't forget sticker possibly, and then let's see if I have. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to grab it from my stickers in here. Here we go. I'm going to take the word audit and one of the words schedule. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna stick down here, don't forget, because I might be likely to do that. I got schedule and audit, like that. And the 2 days that I have marked are the 7th and the 21st, and I'll mark down what machines we're gonna audit. I will do that. Okay. All right, so that gives some of the things that I normally put on the actual calendar. It gives me a way to still list them and still have a reminder date, but without taking up such a large amount of space onto the calendar. The other thing that I think that I might do is, since I have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday all here with no dates on them, and I don't have those like fillers, box fillers, I think what I may do is something that I've seen another planner do, a couple other planners do. And so what they do is they put things that are, like, for instance, on Sunday we have church, so they would put a box here for church, and then they'd either use these dotted lines or the full lines or the arrows to identify that you have church every Sunday. And so I have some Wednesday things that happen every single week, and I have some Monday things that happen every single week, and then that way they're up here, but they're kind of signified that they in fact happen down below, and then I'll be able to put the other stuff on top and not feel like I'm overstepping some things. So let me go ahead and grab those particular items. Let me go ahead and see, we'll go ahead and put church right here in this red one here. And then we'll put practice in, we'll put practice in this green one here. The nice thing too is since these are things that generally have the same time, we can write times in there if we want to. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of stick that there like that. And this kind of on top of that. Or I need a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna kind of stagger them like that. Okay, so then let's see. Let's see how this works out. Okay, if it works out okay. Probably ought to have done this to begin with, but we're gonna make it work as best we can, right? Okay. I have so much of this like dotted line washi from just all the A5 kits that I've gotten the last couple of years. I think it was last year's, one of the last, like it came on the 7th box or whatever. But I like to be able to use it for different things, and this is gonna, I think, serve the purpose I want it to. This one might be a little okay. Maybe, let's see, I feel like these are why you have these revelations before you put any of your stickers down, right? Right? All right, so we're gonna try attempt to lift a couple of these up so that we can see about maybe throwing this down. There we go. So does that make sense, do you think? What are your thoughts? I think it kind of makes sense. So those things, and like I said, we can put the time in here. So church is at 10:30 and practice is at 8. So that, all right, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. All right, let's go ahead with another one of these guys, and we'll have I think since this is a little long for that, we'll go ahead and just put this on the blue here because we have an extra one. And we'll go ahead and stick that right here. Okay. And then we do it again. Well, that I couldn't have made more perfect. This is perfect. Maybe this might work out perfectly. I just kind of got to get it to the Monday, right? I don't know that I have anything on the 25th, so maybe I'll go ahead and put this one down here too. Sometimes I overlap them just so that I get a good kind of stick down. Okay, so every Monday we have our Bible study, but now on these other Mondays when I have things, I can throw them down. So like on the 4th, I also, that is our day to count the tithe. Perfect. And then on the 11th, I also have a finance committee meeting. I'm just going to pull that up just a little bit. Okay. Except that's not the only one that's not centered. But sometimes my perfectionism gets the best of me. Okay, now, yes, so we have, we'll flip them over this time, or flip them around. So we have Bible study. We'll go ahead and put that on the green. Like this. It is a little bit large for that as well, but that's okay. And then we have our midweek worship practice. As well. All right, so let's do it again. I don't always have the opportunity to do this because not all months have the ability to have extra spaces, although if it's more of like a lesser busy Wednesday on the first Wednesday, I could just put it on the first one and then travel it down still. So I think it's still a good, like, there's a good thought behind it for sure. I think Hand Can Plan might do this. And she might just write, like, I'm trying to think, like just draw a line in with a pencil, maybe. I feel like that might be true. I feel like that might be true. All right. Man, I wish I had a couple orange stickers, like. Somewhere I have like some things that were given, maybe Misfits or something. I'm trying to think of, not this one. And it might have something I can use. Yes, these ones back here. Ooh, I've got those two orange ones. This might honestly be the perfect size and everything. These 4 orange ones. Those I both got from Misfits. But let us see. This is kind of a brighter orange, but not too much brighter. This one's we could probably. Okay, I think I'm going to use these because then if I have another something else I have 2 more I could use on the planner itself if they were like bigger events or whatever. All right, so the schedule is due on Thursdays. Payroll is due Tuesday morning. I kind of like to have it done on Mondays as best as possible. So I think I'm going to put it on Monday. Just go ahead and put it here. And then I'm going to do the schedule on Thursdays. Those are a couple things that I don't have a deadline with everything in my line of work, but those are a couple of things that I kind of have a deadline for. And so I don't usually, honestly, mark them in my monthly, but I have a lot of like other work things going on this particular month. And with our conversion coming up and everything, like I just need to make sure that I'm staying kind of on top of knowing, well, now that I think about it, Thanksgiving, it's not going to be due on Thanksgiving because, okay, maybe, okay. I'll just, oh, this is the lovely, Katie's Mind conversation that you get to go on. This is what I do on my own. Oh, wow. Thank you for joining me today. All right, so I think that turned out really good. I'm curious what you think. But it kind of gives like a direct line so I can see, okay, that I know happens every single week. That's not gonna stay down, is it? It's driving me nuts. Nuts, I tell you, nuts. Okay. Let me take this guy. Again, just kind of do what I can. Okay, so now I have some things that I need to put on the schedule now that I have the other things on there. All right, so we, I believe, are gonna have a game night on this night for work. And I also have a big meeting that day. For whatever reason, I have it also on this day, the same meeting. I think it's a duplicate and I'm pretty sure it's this day, but it's a Planner Kate sticker, so I can move it if I need to, which is awesome. Okay, so then, all right, so we have this and this. I'm trying to make sure that I have, okay. Okay. With this Bible study here, our teacher will be on vacation, and so I will be subbing for him. So I'm going to go ahead and list that here, as well as we have a church staff meeting that day. I don't have any like regular work meetings that day. That will be the only thing that I have. The 13th, though, is quite a conundrum because I have quite a bit going on that day. Like, I do not know that I can get all of the things onto the day. Okay, well, let me attempt to anyway. Maybe. All right, so let's pull this 13 up. Sorry if you can see my head. It's not my intention. But let's see. Okay, so what we have in the early is a morale team meeting. Okay, so we'll put that there. And then we have so let's go ahead and put this right here. Okay. So I have this meeting here with Mr. Grove. I think I'm gonna stick it here. It is not on the 12th. Oops, maybe. It is not on the 12th. But I can kind of figure out how to like layer it so that that is in fact okay. I think that that will be I think it'll work. I don't have anything on the 12th right now, and I hope I don't gain anything on the 12th because I've just taken all my space. That's the only way that I can kind of see how I can get everything on there unless I don't know how else I can get it on there. So we're going to keep it like that. And then as far as the 20th is concerned, the last thing that I have other than normal church things is our staff meeting, and I have a department meeting for work. That morning. Okay. All right. Okay. I do have my planner party at the church on the 14th. All right, what am I missing? I do work from home on the 9th, so I can put that in there. I have not decided yet what I'm doing for Thanksgiving. Last year we went and visited my mother. I'm thinking about doing that again, but I'm not 100% sure. I think to bring a little bit more orange to the page, I think I'm going to use these to signify days off from work. It gives a little bit more of the orange color to it. And it's the exact number of dots that I have. So that's awesome. And I'll just kind of put these in the dot itself. Okay. On the 4th, I have a new employee. Once they've been with us for about 30 days, I take them out to lunch. So that's when that is scheduled. I think I have something with her name on it for sure. Grab that. Here we go. Okay. There we go. That's good. Okay. All right. Well, let me take that off for a second, I guess. And I will. Yep. I think we're good. This is my November monthly. If you like this video, give it a like. If you haven't already subscribed, I'd love for you to do that before you left my channel, and come back for the next one. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.